All right, it's recording. Welcome everyone to Gully Cricketer. આપણો પહેલો વિડિયો છે આજે. IPL analysis થી start કરવામાં આવશે. So I'm going to start uh, I'm going to go round robin. Start with Varun, like brief introduction, and then we'll start with કે ભાઈ તમારી ટીમ કઈ છે બધાની પહેલાથી એક ખબર પડી જાય. એનથી સ્ટાર્ટ કરીશું and then પછી we'll get into yesterday's game, CSK RCB, and then the next two games, DC SRH, and પછી આજની વાહિયાત game, Punjab Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders. Okay. So yeah, Varun, 10 seconds each.
Why don't you start with your own self?
Okay, yeah. So I'll start. As you guys see, Gully Cricketer, our channel naam છે. My name's Nikhil, all the way from Brampton, Canada, and Ahmedabad. But my team is going to be RCB, as always. So this is documented and recorded on paper.
Okay.
No changes.
My name is Varun. આપણે બી અમદાવાદના જ છીએ ત્યારે ટોરન્ટો જીટી એરિયામાંથી અને આપણી ટીમ
કઈ છે?
ચેન્નઈ એઝ યુઝ્યુઅલ સુપર કિંગ્સ.
હા ભાઈ, મોગેમ્બો.
સો મારું નામ છે મુકેમ્બો. હું બ્રેમ્પટનથી છું. મારી ટીમ છે દિલ્હી કેપિટલ્સ.
ક્યારથી દિલ્હી થઈ ગઈ તારી ટીમ? જોશે પણ આ વર્ષે દિલ્હી છે. then this is documented. Okay, Delhi. Let's go with Delhi.
દિલ્હીનો છે ને એટલે
અંકિત દિલ્હીના 5 પ્લેયર્સ કહી દે પહેલા.
We'll ask him. Delhi played a game yesterday, so we'll come to that. Mohit, go.
Okay, Mohit, Brampton, Ahmedabad. Favorite team, Mumbai Indians.
And
After
Ukesh,
મોહિત IPL ની 5 ટીમના નામ કહી દે.
બધાથી પૂછવામાં આવશે, બધું આવશે.
CSK,
Right now.
RCB, Delhi,
Okay.
Mumbai, Rajasthan.
Guys,
My name is
so
Urkesh.
serious.
My name is Urkesh, originally from Godhra, right now in Brampton, Canada. Our team just CSK, all-time favorite.
Okay, so
Chennai Super Kings.
looks like 2 CSK, एक Mumbai, Delhi, and एक Bangalore. But we'll start with like number 1 and 2 teams IPL ની. We'll start with analysis of not more than analysis, I think like comments. બધાની ને આપણે like જે આપણે વિચારીએ છે એ game નું. So I'll just give a brief of what happened yesterday. CSK just rolled RCB, and actually not CSK, just one man rolled RCB. 191 for 4 CSK and RCB 122 for 9 and 20. Horrible performance. At least હું કહું કે ભાઈ ખબર ના પડી કે થયું શું એ લોકોને. પડી ગયા જાડેજાના સામે પડી ગયા આખા નાખા. પણ what do you guys think? I wanted to know. We have like 2 CSK players. I'll start with, do you guys think they're doing better than last year, but do you guys think they can win this year?
So first of all, I would like to say that as a CSK fan, makes me very happy that there's a lot of criticism around CSK where people say that they play really well in Chennai, they don't really play well away. Well, they just showed it to you in Wankhede, away ground, with the number 1 team this year in IPL, deservedly. And I feel like Jadeja just swept it away. There was no question in that. And I think you can see the skill, you can see the work he's putting in for the last few months.
आने वाले थोड़ी देर में. वो record कर रहे हैं. Sorry.
Just to add to Varun's, right? I'm also CSK, all-time CSK fan, right? Just to add to Varun's, last year people were basically commenting on like CSK has to revamp everything. Everyone pretty much is more than 30. They have no good players and nothing. But I think like at this point in time, at least that CSK is the only team right now who has batting up until like number 9.
But
easily
you know,
number
फायदा
9.
जो you think like this? I don't think so. Like
They have
they
no.
will
Let me
last.
finish. They let me finish. Yeah, definitely they're gonna last. They have a lot of experience in place, and being see what I'm trying to say is like being IPL this year that being played. I mean, mostly it's being played in India, but this year being played in India and the amount of experience that Dhoni has about the different Indian pitches, that's gonna come in handy a lot. And that you would see, like that you could see not just the game with the RCB, but the game that happened before that against KKR. Basically, KKR was on the roll; they would have won. But like some of the tactics that Dhoni provided to the ballers, some of his own experience that actually came in very handy.
પણ તમને
Yeah.
લાગે છે કે like you know, considering like we saw this last year કે ભાઈ there's just 4 or 5 games right now through. Like you know, they still need to play about 7, 8 more till 16. I think like way more.
ફાઇનલ
Ah,
સુધીમાં થાકી જશે એ લોકો.
I think
exactly,
it's
right?
they're gonna.
Exactly.
I think if I feel like they're gonna make it to the top 4.
That
They
is
They
will.
may
definitely
not be the top
def-
2. They might make it to the top 4 just because Jadeja being Jadeja, he's gonna take not just 1 or 2 games. He's gonna take a lot of.
lot
But
exactly,
અહીંયા
and then
issue શું છે? Let me ask you guys and then you answer me. અહીંયા issue CSK, and I'll keep it brief, is you know, like you know, right now if I look at the past 4 games, જે એ લોકોના main player છે બે, like you know, which has all like which have always holded them together. First is Dhoni batting કરવા આવતો નથી. Like you know, you see like you know, he's like he's coming in way down the order, like you know, and he prefers Sam Curran going up. અને પછી um, Jadeja is doing well, but Raina, Raidu are actually real causes of concern if you guys look at this. And obviously Dwayne Bravo nahi tha.
Dwayne Bravo is a lost cause at this point.
So
yeah,
like
yeah,
you think
He can't
you
bowl.
think
He can't bat. He's just there to
exactly.
dance.
So you think like
yeah.
Jadeja
No, I think
can like pull them
I
out of the like you know the trenches every time is the question.
અલા પણ તું જો ને પ્રેશરમાં આવી બરાબર આરસીબી પ્રેશરમાં આવીને કેવી તૂટી ગઈ. So it
yeah,
just they have to just take it game by game, right?
game by and other thing is like um see if you see yesterday's game, right? The contribution, like just from the batting perspective, right? The contribution from every player has been like even let's start with Ambaiti Raidu. He scored 14. He was the lowest one, but every other player, like what I'm trying to say is like pretty much everyone scored in double digits, right? And the amount of balls they took, like for Raina, um I don't think like his form, he stays out of form specifically with T20 for a longer time. Like he might be off for a game or two, but he comes back, he bounces back. So yeah,
Say,
I
Yeah.
think
Each
yeah, I don't
Jadeja
think
is
like
not going to
yeah,
perform every game. And second thing, what Jadeja did in the last tour, that's the luck and also RCB's poor performance.
અલા
Right?
ઠોક્યા ગાંડો થયો છે. Luck.
yeah.
Harshal
Skill તો જો પેલાની.
Patel,
Harshal
purple
Patel.
hat, purple hat,
Yeah.
with 37 runs. Right? That's not
That can be
like
just so. What you're saying is Yuvraj Singh versus Stuart Broad was just pure luck.
Well, that was
There
very
was no
young.
skill involved.
No. That's different game.
That was no skill involved there.
Jadeja is not going to be able to perform, and this is the poor performance by RCB. CSK played well, good,
Mhm.
but it's not going to last.
No,
against
no,
Mumbai.
but why is he not going to perform? Give us
He
at
has
least
been the
4
most
He's gonna give you
consistent
37
middle
why
order
in last
performer
over.
for India.
why
He's good.
why is he not
Jadeja
going to
is
be able
good.
to perform? Why is
This is the bad calling from RCB. Look how Kohli is playing in RCB. 7 ball,
no
8 runs. How did he play the game before? He's extremely poor from the
no
cap.
that's not like Kohli's form is not under the discussion. What I'm trying to ask you is like why do you think Jadeja is not going to be able to perform? You're saying that because Harshal
No,
Patel
no,
or
no, no, no,
RCB
no, no.
Jadeja
RCB's
will
You're
ball
not.
good?
perform.
No,
but
we're
you
not
won't
saying
get.
Jadeja won't perform. We're
He will,
saying
but he's not gonna give you 62
now
runs from 28 balls. If
Okay,
every
he
okay,
can
game.
do
okay.
it,
That's the issue.
Mohit,
that's
Mohit.
the 30-35 runs
Okay, Mohit.
Jadeja gave you.
Let's talk. Let's forget about CSK's batting. Let's
Hmm.
talk about RCB's batting slash Chennai's bowling, right? How do you go
Hmm.
from 44 for 1 in 3.1 overs to 94 for 8 in 13.1 overs? How do you
Yeah.
go from 44 to 98 within a matter of 10 overs and lose 8 wickets in that? Is that
Yeah.
RCB's?
Yeah.
Is that CSK's pure luck?
Look, if your
I think
captain sets such a low standards for you, the team is not gonna be
Standard
looking
कोई
up.
No, no, no,
no, no,
no,
no.
सारंग
no,
નથી
no,
આપણે
no, no,
CSK
લાઈનમાં
has
no,
રહીએ
no,
I'll answer that. I'll
no,
answer
no.
that question. આમાં થયું શું છે? Like first of all, right? As a team composition, right? Like if I look at both teams currently, till these 4 games, and like from what I see, right? First is cohesiveness as to like amount of players who can make you win matches, right? કે કેટલા player તમને જીતાડી શકે છે આમાંથી, right? CSK માંથી my team, my main winners, I've been like Raina, Jadeja, right? And like past 2 games, Faf's playing well, so Faf ne નાખી દે અંદર, right? But main છે like Dhoni, right? Obviously Dhoni's input, not in terms of batting, but the whole game is what is taking them across. But Ema Chesu, they need either Dhoni to step up in like batting, right? Or they need like a Raidu to do something here. Now,
No, no, but
કરશે
no, just
similarly,
no,
if
no,
I
no,
go
just
to RCB, right, I'll answer your question. RCB ma, if I look at it, the amount of players, I'll tell you the wild card in RCB this time. Jayanti Aloka 5 ગયા, એ છે હર્ષલ પટેલ. આ ખબર નહીં ક્યાંથી એને શું થયું, like and he bowled well even like till that last over, right? And like obviously purple cap, he bowled really well, but his bowling has been a surprise. Last game, the mistake they did, atla changes. Dan Christian, no use. Aseni, no use. And the biggest what they are missing currently, and I see this in all games, is the number 3 position. કદી
Yeah.
પાટીદાર આઈને રમે છે અને બધી આ like they're trying Sundar here, which makes no sense. So I would say that still, like obviously there is કેમ પડી ગયા, right? Like our question is like why like they went. First thing is that Kohli at the top has to set the tone. Nahi chale. Like you can't play 8 like like this. And the shot he played, he doesn't play that usually. He cannot be out heavily dependent on both Particle and Kohli, right? When he's like how they played last game, dominant win 178. That's how they need to play. So and after that, Maxwell's playing really well. ABD અહીંયા કેવું છે કે બધું આઈને છેલ્લે ABD પર આવી જાય છે almost every time, right? So that they need to let go of. કેમ પડી ગયા અહીંયા ABD ના ચાલ્યો અને like સુંદર ball થઈ ગયો. And obviously like as I said, like last game was more about Sir Jadeja versus RCB. He just like literally killed everyone, batting, bowling. Like you were just up against him, and you couldn't do much.
he is.
They
See,
couldn't do much.
what other thing? What
But
other thing I
આવું
feel
દર
is
વખતે
like
નહીં થાય.
even
Okay,
no,
so my
but no,
question
no,
is that
but he
if
even no with just a second word with RCB with RCB, right? Like if you look through they are heavily dependent on their first 3 or 4 batsmen, right? You need more of a match winner, or you need more of a um like more all round, because if you look
Hang
at
the
their
year.
batting lineup, right? Yeah, no. You need more of an like you need more of a all rounders in the lineup, right? They don't have that many all rounders. See, after ABD Villiers, they technically don't have much of the batting, and just compare that to CSK.
Joe, bhai, I
Okay,
think
Just
it's too
compare
early
that.
to
How
make a
much?
call right now. I think it's a
yeah.
little too
No,
It
no,
is
early.
too
no,
early,
no. We
but that's gonna
understand.
come in
After
handy.
8
That
games,
same
8 or 9
thing,
games is
same
gonna
thing.
be the tipping point of all teams, except Mumbai Indians. Let's not get there
Okay,
right now.
okay. Yeah, we'll go. I think like we discussed in like good detail on this. We'll come back to this here. Yes. Yeah, we'll come back to like this discussion again when we these guys play. But no, I think like we went in a bit more of detail on this, which is good. Next game, DC versus SRH. I think all of us આપણે બધા neutral છે આ બંને team માટે. Um, but what do you guys think
We have
about?
Ankit, who is Delhi Capital.
Yeah, I think he stepped out. What do you guys think about
I feel
DC?
my problem, like not my problem, my opinion about these two teams is that I really want to see SRH in the top four. Every year,
Yeah.
I feel like SRH is one of those teams that even if you don't cheer for them, if they get through, you kind of want to cheer for them. Their top three are up and down: Warner, Bairstow, Williamson. And then they literally have nothing. Nothing until Rashid Khan.
And
So
and
I
we know
think what
one
they
one
did is they
biggest
loaded up the
one
top
big
with three great
one
players
biggest
and nothing in
problem,
the middle.
one biggest thing,
Kedar
like
Jadhav.
that Virender Sehwag even pointed out, right? One of the biggest thing. Now you look at SRH batting lineup. The only guy who basically throttled Delhi Capital was Johnny Barristo. He scored what 38 runs off 18 balls. Why didn't he come and bat in super over? Why, right? Like I mean, like that's a simple thing. You have a good power hitter right there, and you are sending, like, I'm not saying that Kane Williamson
Nah,
or
but
David Warner are,
Ena pehla point, before you even get to that part, SRH, the first 3-4 games, right? These guys played.
yeah.
The biggest question is and this has happened with them time and again, not just this IPL. From what I remember, આ લોકો પહેલા બેસીને they keep Kane Williamson out. Once
Yeah,
Exactly.
year.
once
First few games, why?
and then they start losing, right? All of a sudden they start losing. Get this guy in.
They would
Once
bring him in.
get in, and he's the one who basically keeps them on path to be winning. I was watching the game yesterday and koi stats hata ke Williamson Vagar SRH has lost 40% of their matches. Williamson Vagar.
And they still sit him out for some reason.
And as soon as Williamson comes in, their win percentage goes to nearly 70-80%. So yeah, the first 3-4 games, આ લોકોએ Williamson ને બહાર બેસાડ્યો and they lost, right? That has now put so much pressure on these guys that it is just difficult to come back from. અને એના પછી આ Indian batting lineup જે SRH ની છે, mashallah, Virat Singh, Kedar Jadhav, Abhishek
That's
Sharma.
worse.
Oh my God.
No, and the other
Kedar
thing,
આમાંથી
Jadhav,
the
આને
challenge
ये
of,
भाई
like,
retire
just having,
પણ
થઈ
આમાંથી
જાઓ.
yeah,
કેદાર જાધવ ને કહીએ retire થાઓ.
the
નહીં થયા.
I
even
think
this guy,
Urkesh
even this guy,
knows Kedar the best.
Vijay Shankar, even no pointing fingers, Mohit. It's a generic discussion, man. Just keep it professional, bro. You know what I mean? Just keep it professional.
સાહાથી
If
ના
you don't
આવે
have,
36 year old બેટ પકડતા
અરે
આવડતા
શાહને તો બેસાડ્યો, પણ આ બધાને કોણ બેસાડે? પણ બેસાડે કોને?
Virat Singh. They thought
Oh
they
my
thought the
God.
name is Virat, then he's gonna do something Virat. That's not gonna happen. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand
એને
the concept of. I
અને
don't understand the
બધા
concept of. I
બધા હાલે છે.
think you pointed out already correctly. The Indian batting lineup or the middle order batting is, yeah, I think that's the biggest challenge
અને
because their middle order itself, it's shaky,
yeah,
crazy. They don't have.
SRH થી નહીં
Ankit,
થાય.
what do
Go
you
ahead.
think about Capital's performance?
Nah, before we go to Capitals, we'll ask Ankit.
SRH
But
આમ
one
જોઈએ
thing
ને
Did they win or
કહે છે,
lose
અંકિત
last
આવ્યો
game?
છે. હું એ જ કહેતો હતો, SRH નું એક
they
છેલ્લું એ
won
છે
last game yesterday.
ફાઇનલ nail on the head SRH નું. આ બેટિંગ નથી ને નીચે બોલિંગ નથી. બોલિંગ પણ બધું હવામાં. આ સિદ્ધાર્થ કોલ, ખલીલ અહેમદ, નટરાજન વગર હલે જ છે
What
આ
hap-
લોકો બધા.
What happened to Bhuvneshwar Kumar? Is he injured or what?
ઇન્જર્ડ એ પણ એક ગેમ રમે છે, 10 ગેમ ઇન્જર્ડ રહે છે. હવે શું કરીએ?
Yeah, because if you look at it, Rashid Khan, at least he is one of the best T20, finest T20 bowlers, right? Which he's always delivering good. I think look
દે
the
સપોર્ટ
cha-
જોઈએ ને, કોઈ થોડુંક સપોર્ટ જોઈએ ને.
Exactly,
એક રાશિદ ઉપર,
exactly.
એક કેન ઉપર, બાકી બધા જવા દીધું છે.
Yeah, like they have the issue. એ તો રહેવાનું જ છે હવે.
Okay, let's take some views from Mogambo's team, Delhi Capitals and Mogambo on SRH. You have to say something. Banya.
Yeah, boss. Delhi Capitals એનું જે combination છે, talented young players and some experienced players. If you start with the opening, you see
ના
Prithvi
સૌથી
Shaw. I mean,
પહેલા DC તને લાગે છે કે આ વખતે like ક્યાં જશે, like where will they end up?
I
શું છે
think they will be top 4 team for sure.
top 4 કે
They
top
will
2?
No, top 4, but it all depends, right? Like how right now all I can see is Rishabh Pant is playing well, and fortunately Prithvi Shaw is playing well. He had a really bad international cricket.
પણ તને લાગે છે આ બંનેના લીધે પહોંચી જશે એ લોકો?
Boss, એમનું ઓપનિંગ જો સારું થયું ને તો બોલિંગમાં they are strong. અને અક્ષર is amazing. Like lately એના જે
But
સ્લાઇડર નાખે છે, સ્કીડ થાય છે,
પણ
boss.
અક્ષર પણ
Don't
એ pitch
forget
પણ છે
Shikhar
ને.
Dhawan. Don't forget Shikhar Dhawan.
ના
Yeah,
બેટિંગ તો છે. હું બોલિંગ નું
Yeah.
શું છે, ડેલીની બોલિંગ સારી હતી, રાઈટ? The thing is
હજુ બી સારી છે.
અક્ષર અત્યારે કામમાં આવે છે કેમ કે ચેન્નઈમાં રમે છે એટલે હલે છે, રાઈટ? They're not gonna be in Chennai. The second thing is their most important weapon, રબાડાને તો આ વખતે પથારી ફેર નાખી બધાએ.
Pacers, they are not doing well.
Exactly. So જે form છે, and I don't know if you guys saw the news today,
Ashwin is back. Yeah, pulled out. Yeah.
Ashwin has pulled out of IPL. એટલે હવે આ લોકોમાં શું છે, બેટિંગ ઇઝ ઓકે અને બેટિંગમાં લાઈક આ હિટ માર છે કઈ કામનો નથી. આ ખબર નહીં કેમ હિટ મારને
સારું
મારે
થાય છે
છે.
એમનું. પણ આ SRH જેવું છે, પણ થોડુંક સારું વર્ઝન છે. But still they can manage. The thing is, with Delhi Capitals, they play fearless game. Just like Rishabh Pantની game, ડર્યા વગર જવા દો.
પણ એ ગેમમાં ગડબડ છે એક.
અરે IPL છે, T20 માં એ જ રહેવાનું, ધમાધમી થવાની છે.
પણ એ
અને બોલિંગની
ધમાધમીમાં
અંદર
ઉપર છે કાં તો નીચે છે. So do you think they should continue play like that?
તો એવું જ છે, એમનું સુસાઇડ મિશન જ છે.
But I think Rabada would come in handy when they play. I don't think Delhi is going to play in Delhi, right? Because they're going to play
કોઈ પણ home
no home ground. Yeah. Then it's going to be.
I think
it's
આના
going to be
પછી
a challenge.
અમદાવાદ જવાના છે કાં તો કેલકટા કાં તો અમદાવાદ, બંનેમાંથી કોઈ.
If you see yesterday's, like between Delhi and SRH, they played with 3 full-time spinners, right? Like they at least read the pitch in like Ashwin, Akshay Patel, and Amit Mishra. And Amit Mishra has been doing wonders, man. He's been doing wonders for.
અમિત મિશ્રા ખાલી ફિલ્ડિંગ માં તકલીફ પડે છે, બાકી
ત્રણ ચોકડા ભાગેલો
થોડું
બોલ ના રોકાવ પેટ વચ્ચે.
એ તો અશ્વિન
પણ અશ્વિન ને એવું જ છે ને.
અશ્વિન જોડે બી એવું જ છે ને. બટ એ તો રહેવાનું ને, ઉંમર થઈ ગઈ એટલે કઈક તો કે એ લોકો ઢીલા પડીશું.
I think one thing I want to say, and it's going to be a very contradicting opinion. I think if Delhi Capitals want to make it beyond top 4, they need to lose Steven Smith.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a very contradicting opinion. I agree to that.
ના પણ તું એને જવા દઈશ તો કોને રમાડીશ?
Okay, I'll show you કોને રમાડીશ. They have Sam Billings, who is a specialist T20 cricketer.
Okay, તો તું સ્મિથની જગ્યાએ રમાડીશ કે તું હિટમારની જગ્યાએ રમાડીશ?
Either or.
No, but okay, tell me this.
I think Varun, one thing what I want to say is, like, the reason why they opted to bring in Steve Smith is because a lot of the games that are happening, right, a low scoring, or if their top order loses wickets early, right, Steve Smith is someone who can build the innings. He might be a slow scorer, but he can keep the strike rate of at least 100, right? Like he's a clean striker of ball.
Yeah,
like that's one of the reasons.
Smith, he's a crook, right? So he has a lot of experience, captaining Australia, and he's a crook. So basically, he can bring in,
he's a crook.
As a captainship experience.
What is
yeah,
crook?
man, he's a crook. He will set up really good traps for certain players, and especially in like last over. So his guidance can be really helpful to Rishabh Pant, right?
So
Well,
So
I
He
think
also
I
teaches
think they
how to
should get.
cheat, right?
I,
So he knows how to
there-
win.
yeah, that is true.
yeah,
But I think instead of Hitmar, they should get Billings. પછી આ લાઈન બરોબર છે આ લોકોની જે છે ને.
Yeah. I
Why?
think they can keep Smith. The reason is having Smith, like, apart from, like, his experience in like, the last overs or whatever, but like, from batting standpoint itself, he definitely, like, can, like, when there is a low scoring game, or if there are too many wickets that have fallen, right? He's someone who can single handedly at least get you to a fighting total. Like, that
yeah,
much
Yeah.
capability he has.
and yeah, and trust me, he can hit. He will start hitting. Just let him get used to it a bit. I
આ
know it's
ચેન્નાઈની
IPL.
pitch પર
There's
છે
no
ને કોઈ
time,
નહીં
but
hit કરી શકે.
he can make big shots.
I think he
He
needs to
plays.
get out
Yeah.
of Chennai soon. Everyone needs to get out
Yeah.
of Chennai soon.
Why?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
didn't Smith play the first few games? What happened?
Yeah,
I
they
think
didn't. They sat him out, right? I think like someone like they didn't have place for Smith because they played another
Yeah.
bowler
and,
instead of
and
that.
I think he even came in, like, he came to India a bit late, and probably I think first few couple games
Quarantine માં હતા
he
કદાચ.
was under quarantine. He
Yeah,
was under
right.
quarantine for
Yeah.
first couple games.
He
And
played.
Joe, any last two games to Smith ni Joe. He played well. In last two games, he played well.
See, one thing, like, I'm not able to understand is, why are they? It's hard for me to pronounce this guy's name. Anrich, what is this? Notje, whatever it is.
Not
Yeah.
not
Why?
not
Nokia.
Why is it? Why is the? Yeah.
not
એ
Why is
જગ્યા
that?
નથી
Why
એની
is that
એની
guy
એની
out?
જગ્યા નથી એની જગ્યા નથી થતી.
He's
કેમ કે
he's
last
really good.
year
He's really good bowler.
right કેમ કે last year Nokia Rabada bowled together, right, and they bowled well. પણ આમાં શું છે આ લોકોને બેટ્સમેન નાખો છે ને ઉપર આ જગ્યા નથી થતી. So if they want to keep આને નાખવું હોય ને Nokia ને અંદર સ્મિથ ને જવું પડે, which is also I think a
Yeah.
good decision. But I think what they should try is આ હિટમાયર ને કાઢીને બિલિંગ્સ ને અત્યારે રબાડા થોડુંક આમ તેમ ચાલે છે, then like take Rabada out and get Nokia
Nokia.
in. Oh, we have
Oh,
another candidate out.
ક્યારના બધા નોકિયા કરે છે.
અહીંયા સેમસંગ નહીં ચાલતું.
અને yeah, I think આપણે ગ્રુપ ટાઈમ લિમિટ પર આવી છે 10 મિનિટ. But yeah, I think સુપર ઓવર ની કાલે વાત કરીએ. I agree. Like Bairstow and Williamson should have walked out.
પપ્પાએ આજે એ જ કીધું કે વોર્નરને કેમ મોકલ્યો.
No idea. Like, cause he's a good for nothing right now, Warner. I think captaincy પણ like Williamson ને આપી દેવી જોઈએ. અને Warner ને કહેવું જોઈએ કે ભાઈ તું શાંતિથી રહે.
ના, Warner was probably left-right combination because Akshar was bowling.
But the thing is, he was still struggling, right? Like,
અને બેરિસ્ટોને આમાં સ્પિનરમાં પૂ થઈ જાય છે. ટેસ્ટમાં જોયું, વનડેમાં જોયું.
Arey, but like his white ball record against like like he killed India and like he's been playing really well.
Yeah, he has hit the in white
all
ball,
they needed was like
spinners.
અને આ વોર્નર ના કારણે જ હાર્યા. કાલે શોર્ટ રન કર્યો એમાં પડી ગયા.
Yeah.
ભાઈ એને જાણી જોઈને નથી કર્યો, થઈ જાય.
But like he's like under so much pressure anyway. That's what
સટ્ટો
I'm trying
રમાયો
to say.
છે. સટ્ટો રમાઈ ગયો છે.
અરે પણ તું એ પ્રમાણે તું જોયો તો શિખર ધવન. અરે તું એ પ્રમાણે જોયો શિખર ધવન 2 બોલ રમ્યો ના કર્યા રન.
શું Gabbar still played well.
અરે સુપર ઓવરમાં રાઈટ. એ કોકનો દિવસ હોય કોકનો દિવસ ના હોય.
ના પણ ભાઈ
પેલા રાશિદ ખાને અઘરી બોલિંગ નાખી હતી.
પણ એમાં આપણો હતો ને પાટિયા ખબર નહીં ગમે તેમ રિવર્સ
પેલો 4 તો ખતરનાક રીતે I was like he's out. ખતરનાક ઉછળ્યો ક્યાંથી ક્યાં ચોગ્ગો જતો રહ્યો.
આજની વાત કરીએ આજની
difficult. હે
આજની સ્ટ્રગલ ની વાત કરીએ.
Oh boy.
Next is આજની struggle is real. આપણે as I said like probably one of the worst games I saw. Punjab Kings તો શું કહું. આટલા બધા
પ્રોબ્લેમ શું છે પંજાબ
એ પંજાબ નથી આપણે બેંગ્લોર ના છે અડધી ટીમ તો આ કર્ણાટકા ની છે એટલે સાડા પંજાબ નથી આ નમુરુ બેંગ્લોર ચાલે છે.
બધા એરિયામાં સ્ટ્રગલ જ છે.
આ પંજાબ ને Kings 11 Punjab થી Punjab Kings નામ કર્યું, ચેન્જ કર્યું. First, what was the reasoning for that? નામ ચેન્જ કર્યું, યુનિફોર્મ નો કલર પણ ચેન્જ કર્યો. એ બી આરસીબી ની કોપી મારી યુનિફોર્મ ના કલર માં.
અમે આરસીબી અડધા પ્લેયર બધા બેંગ્લોર ના જ છે, અને કલર કે તો ચેન્જ શું કર્યું, હવે શું કરીએ, કઈ તો કરવું પડશે ને. વર્ષોથી રમા છે, કઈ થતું નથી બેંગ્લોર જેવું. પણ આ લોકો લાઈક these guys have the team to do it, but still they don't. I don't understand why.
એ પ્રીતિ ઝિંટાની ઉંમર થતી થાય છે ને, એટલે લોકોનો ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ ઓછો જાય છે.
એ પણ થાકી છે કે ભાઈ આ કઈ કુછ તો કરો, પણ શું છે આ?
એ
they always start well, but yeah, like yesterday's game was like Ahmedabad's pitch was like it's not even like Chennai's pitch. Ahmedabad's pitch is like good to play. Ball was coming on nicely, wasn't holding back.
ગઈકાલે અમદાવાદમાં રમાઈ હતી.
Yeah, these guys moved to Ahmedabad, and like pitch was good, so there's no excuse there. Yeah, it's just I think like they're so. What they should do is like Gale, Mayank Agarwal open, Rahul number 3, Huda Puran ne kaado waste, complete waste. Moses Enriquez complete waste. આ કયા player
ભાઈ તું બધાને કાઢીશ તો તું જઈશ રમવા?
રમવા કોણ જશે?
No, they have they have instead of Puran. No, Huda's playing well. I'm saying instead of Puran, you have that guy on the bench.
Just one game.
Puran ચાલ્યો જ નથી અત્યાર સુધી. Puran is of no use to.
પણ એ લોકો પાસે બી બેન્ચ સ્ટ્રેન્થ પણ નથી.
They have. I'm forgetting the name of
અંદર મૂક્યા.
name of the batsman.
આગળ રહેવાની. ઉપર કેએલ અને મયંક નું પૂ થઈ ગયું તો પછી આખી ટીમ પાડી પડે છે.
એના માટે to give them more stability, they should go the other way around. Like Rahul needs time, but I think like the way India uses Rahul, do that. Get Rahul down, so આ થોડું વચ્ચેનું stable.
Yeah, KL થી નહીં થતું. KL થી captainship બી નહીં થતી.
Yeah, I think KL is like too looks like he's like too.
લાસ્ટ યર શું થયું તું ખબર? મયંક ચાલી ગયો એટલે સારી સ્ટાર્ટ મળતી હતી. આ વખતે મયંક ને પાટિયા પડ્યા છે અને કેએલ રાહુલ આમાં 110 ના ને 120 ના સ્ટ્રાઇક રેટ.
Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good.
ઇન્ડિયન જેમ યુઝ કરો, ઇન્ડિયામાં ઉપર પેલો શર્મન રોહિત ફટાફટ મારે છે પછી આવે છે.
That's why I'm saying get Rahul
પ્રેશર નહીં થતું સાથ એનાથી.
ગેલ અને મયંક ને ઉપર મોકલો.
ગેલ ના ચાલે, ગેલ ને
why aren't they playing David Malan? I don't understand.
આજે Malan actually it's like it's like Malan and Aloko style is same. So but yeah, they can.
Yeah, Puran ne kaado.
Puran ne kaado and Malan
actually Gale, Mayank, Malan, Rahul, Huda and Sharad to slot. I think this will be a decent lineup for them. And by bowler, their bowlers are doing well, like Jordan, Bisnoy, Shami.
I don't know, like they can even try sitting, like they can even try keeping Gale out for a couple games, just to see bring Malan and keep Puran as well. They can even try that lineup as well.
David Malan નું શું છે? David Malan નું શું છે કે એ પણ ટચુ જ રમે છે. He plays like 120 130 strike rate. પછી રાહુલ ને મલાન બેવ ચોંટી ગયા પછી વન ડે જેમ રમે.
કરો KKR માંથી છે ને નારાયણ ને કાઢો.
ઓ ભાઈ એક KKR ના તો અલગ જ ઇશ્યુ છે. KKR પેલા રસલ ને 2 ગેમ થી 5 ડાઉન 6 ડાઉન મતલબ શું છે? 2-3 પર રમવા મળે.
નારાયણ needs to either Naren needs to છે ને Naren needs to either come like all the way down. Yeah, I agree. Morgan needs to play for આ ત્રિપાઠી થી.
લાસ્ટ યર જે હતું એને ઓપનિંગ માં મોકલો, જો વાગે તો વાગે, નહીં તો 6 બોલ રમીને પાછો આવતો રહેશે.
At least in that way, તો at least નીચે લોકોને ખબર તો પડે કે ભાઈ શું કરવાનું છે, ભાઈ છૂટી
ભાઈ આ વર્ષે બધા ઇન્ડિયન પ્લેયર, બધા ડોમેસ્ટિક પ્લેયર except a few, except like a couple are struggling. How can you struggle on your own pitches? How do you do that?
By getting out,
કયા ઇન્ડિયન ડોમેસ્ટિક પ્લેયર સ્ટ્રગલ? એક પ્લેયર ને તો ગેમ મળતી નથી.
ક્યાં મળતું
અલા
નથી.
એવું નહીં, 70% એ લોકો જ રમે છે, ડોમેસ્ટિક પ્લેયર ની એવા જ રમે છે.
કોણ પેલો ગઈકાલ વિરાટ સિંહ
I don't know, bro.
struggle કરે.
Like, no, Virat Singh and all, I don't consider as Indian players.
પણ જો ને તું નીતિશ રાણા, રાહુલ ત્રિપાઠી,
Yeah, no, these
આની
guys
અંદર
should
જ
play.
ખાલી.
Like, why? What
Like
is what's
Shubman
happened with
Gill,
Gill?
what's going on with him?
I
I
know,
like
Gill
him
he
so
had a
much.
really good
બારડો
series.
ઇન્ડિયાનો કોન્ટ્રાક્ટ આવી ગયો એટલે શું કઈ ભૂલી જવાનું એમ. That's it.
You
Done.
know,
ઇન્ડિયામાં
maybe
નતો
they are
રમ્યો.
putting time on him.
ઇન્ડિયામાં પણ ક્યાં
Taman,
રમે છે?
એ
કોન્ટ્રાક્ટ
થાય
આવે એટલે
પણ.
ફોર્મ ભૂલી
થાય.
જવાનું.
રોબોટ નથી
એવું નહીં
થતા.
man, he
થાય.
has played. એવું નથી કે નથી રમ્યો, he has played.
નથી
If
નથી
you
રમતો.
no, if you're talking about him, then let's talk about Prithvi Shaw. He also just played
He
first
played
game
really
and
well.
પૃથ્વી શો તો ભાઈ
Done.
lost cause. I don't
No, no,
પૃથ્વી
no,
શોની
no,
વાત
no.
ભાઈ
નથી.
તમે જુઓ
No,
છો
but he
cricket
played
game?
really well in IPL.
He didn't. Only two games.
એમાં શું થયું? પાસા બદલાઈ ગયા. પેલો શુભમન ઓસ્ટ્રેલિયામાં ચાલી ગયો, પૃથ્વી ના ચાલ્યો, પૃથ્વી અહીંયા ચાલી ગયો, પેલો
પાસા
ઇન્ડિયામાં
બદલાઈ
ના
ગયા
ચાલ્યો.
છે, પાસા.
એવું નથી.
આ મોહિત ખાલી સ્પેક્ટેટર છે.
મોહિત મુંબઈ ઇન્ડિયન્સ છે ને મુંબઈ ઇન્ડિયન્સ આવવાનું છે. મોહિત આના પછી અમે ચેમ્પિયન્સ લીગ કરવાનું.
ઓ,
પણ
એવું
આજે
છે.
ને 40 મિનિટ્સ it's already 39 minutes. So
All right. We should call it a day then. Or call it a night.
yeah, આના પછી
Prediction,
now I'm gonna send one more link for
prediction કહી નાખો tomorrow's game.
yeah, tomorrow's game. Let's do it.
કાલે કોણ રમે છે?
કાલે
Hmm.
before it
DC and
ends,
RCB.
DC and RCB, bro. RCB is gonna win tomorrow.
જોઈ
RCB.
લઈએ.
સ્ટ્રગલ થાય.
RCB.
આરસીબી નહીં થાય.
અલા નહીં થાય લા.
RCB થશે.
DC.
અલા કહું છું
DC?
નહીં થાય. કહું
Okay.
ડીસી જો તું પાટિયા ફરે
Let's-
એટલે.
પાટિયા પડે પણ એટલે
RCB.
પડશે કે પાડશે?
રમાવાની ક્યાં છે?
They are going to be playing Bombay માં.
બોમ્બેમાં.
અમદાવાદ છે.
રાજસ્થાન આ વર્ષે ચેમ્પિયન થશે. તમે લખી લો.
અમદાવાદ છે અમદાવાદ.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because
Rajasthan.
કેમ શિલ્પા શેટ્ટી બહુ
Yes.
ગમે છે ને એટલે.
બરોબર.
ऋत्विक's team is
Chris Morris.
Rajasthan.
Because of Chris Morris, નહીં ऋत्विक? Chris
ના
Morris
લે,
single
because of
handed.
શિલ્પા શેટ્ટી's yoga.
શિલ્પા શેટ્ટી જે હોય એ રાજસ્થાન જીતવાનું છે.
RCB માં સચિન બેબી કોણ છે? Like why would they name?
એવું જ છે બધું. સચિન
You
બેબી
should-
તો
Oh, you know who I want to see? Pujara and Arjun Tendulkar. I want to see if they can get a game.
Pujara is gonna come, bro. Pujara is gonna come once CSK qualifies. Pujara is gonna come. Trust me.
I think Raidu is probably injured. They're thinking about putting Pujara instead of Raidu.
Pujara in anyways, and Pujara would be there. Like Ambi, once they qualify, Pujara ne
વસ્તુ વિચાર કર રાયડુન કેવું લાગતું હશે લોર્ડ શંકર નું પરફોર્મન્સ ગેમ પછી ગેમ પાડી પડે છે અને પેલો કે 3D ક્રિકેટર જોઈએ અમારા કેવું
Yeah,
લાગે
they're saying Raidu may have pulled his hamstring. Running करता they're saying like probably Pujara.
કાકા થઈ ગયા. એ બી ઉંમર થઈ ગઈ એમની.
બધા પણ એમ નહીં કહેતો પુજારાના કેસમાં ખાલી એવું ના થાય કે like someone has to like always go and tap on his back કે bro you are not playing test નહીં તો ભાઈ બધા બોલ એ જ ખાઈ જશે 121 someone has to go and give him a tap man. No, you gotta hate man. અહીંયા કે એવું નથી કે like your skill set is at next level. અમાર
Yes,
લાગે
yes,
he is
sir.
gonna do this. જોઈએ he is gonna do some
કાલે
wonders.
જોઈએ શું સ્કીમ છે. કાલે કરીએ.
ભાઈ
કાલે શું છે પ્રેડિક્શન? RCB
RCB.
શું છે ભાઈ? સુરકેશ
ચાલો
મોહિત
આપણે-
DC લા.
આપણે છે ને
એક
ડીસી પર
decent.
આજે ડીસી પર દાવ
બે
લગાવી
DC બે RCB
અલા.
મોહિત ઋત્વિક who's going to win tomorrow?
આરસીબી બોલર કોણ છે
હર્ષલ પટેલ ગગા.
એટલે જ કહું છું કોઈ છે જ નહીં એટલે ડીસી
હા
DC.
Three, oh,
DC
4-2.
એવા રન મારશે
So,
અને આરસીબી
that's
છે ને
good.
અડધામાં પડી જશે.
2 versus 4 છે ભાઈ.
બાય ધ
જાડેજાએ હર્ષલ પટેલ નું કરિયર પતાવી દીધું બચારો
ત્રણ
જોવા લાયક એનું મોઢું જોવા લાયક હતું પહેલી છક્કા
Yo,
પડે
he's still purple cap holder. Don't worry. એટલે આવશે,
ભાઈ,
કાલે
ભાઈ.
કરશે.
જેને લોકો જોડે છે ને એ જ
Confidence
આગળ
હોવો
જઈને
જોઈએ ને.
સર કહેવાય છે. જેને લોકો જોડે છે એ જ સર કહેવાય છે. સર સ્ટુઅર્ટ બ્રોડ થઈ ગયા છે અત્યારે.
how about જાડેજા ને તો જોડ્યા બી નથી still is being called sir
હા,
રવિન્દ્ર
ના, જાડેજા જયારે આયેલો ત્યારે
ત્યારનો જ
જોડાતો.
સર છે.
એને 5 સિક્કો પડી હતી.
જન્મેલો ને
જાડેજાને
ત્યારે
પાંચ સિક્કો
સર જ
પડી.
જન્મેલો.
જાડેજા
એ જન્મેલો sir.
જાડેજા સર બે છે.
is principal
ના હવે સર થઈ ગયું.
ડીન છે ડીન.
dean
આ બધા છે ને
કાલે
ધીમે
મળીએ.
ધીમે I think આ બધા ઓસ્ટ્રેલિયન પ્લેયર ઉકલી જવાના છે
yeah half of them are pulling out man.
Yeah.
you see
અને
Zampa
England વાળા ગયા.
Zampa
હવે
went
આમે એ
back.
લોકોને રમવા નથી મળતું. કેન રિચર્ડસન અને ઝેમ્પા ને. કેન ખબર નહીં શું થયું. but Pat
No, he
Cummins.
કાલ મળીએ.
He
Yeah.
played, man.
આપણે
Alright,
ઉપર
guys,
ચલો.
ચલો.
ઓકે નિખિલ
ચલો.
રાતે જાગીને વિડીયો એડિટિંગ કરજે હવે
ઓ મારે
Yeah,
ચેમ્પિયન્સ લીગમાં હું સ્પેક્ટેટર તરીકે